Metroid Prime Hunters. Let's check out the cover art. This game is on the Nintendo DS. On the front of the case is Samus in the foreground, and other characters you will battle in single-player story mode and can be played in multiplayer back here. Now for the manual. This manual is pretty much your standard manual, featuring controls on this page, all the way to weapons on this page. It also includes brief descriptions about the multiplayer mode, download play, and story mode. It also includes a version of the manual in French. Let's check out the single player story mode. There are four worlds and one boss world. Each world there are 6 bosses to defeat and several upgrades to find. In the multiplayer mode, you can play with or without friends and or bots, which I will show you later on once I am done. So this is my personal favorite mode. There are 8 weapons for you to use. The standard weapon Samus is famous for: missiles, an electric weapon, a fire weapon, an ice weapon, a sniping weapon which you can zoom in, a rapid fire weapon, and a stun weapon. My personal favorite is the sniping weapon. There are several upgrades, as I said, and octoliths you have to obtain after killing each boss. Now, as you can tell by the sound, I am in a battle right now, battling one of the characters and or bosses. This is most likely a battle against one of the characters I showed you on the cover art. This is Morphball mode, which features bombs and boosts once you've acquired that upgrade. There are puzzles that you have to go through like this. The puzzles can get confusing at times, but are possible once you find the way. That is a little bit of the story mode, and now I will show you the multiplayer mode. So there are 3 options: Nintendo Wi-Fi, multi-card, and single card. I will show you multi-card because it's possible to play with one person. There are 7 games to play: Battle, Survival, Bounty, Defender, Node, Capture, and Prime Hunter. They're all your standard games for a first-person shooter. There are 26 arenas to choose from, all large to small. I will play on my personal favorite. They give you a choice from all 7 characters: Samus, Candon, Spire, Trace, Noxus, Silex, and Weevil. Again, I'll play as my favorite, Trace. Each character has their own special ability. You can add bots and play with other friends with this game to play in this mode. Now on the top screen, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but your here, one sec. This is your objective. Now I'm playing standard kill, so it's my points. This is health and your ammo. On the bottom screen, there are weapons and the radar to move around and your other weapons, and to go into your alternative mode. There are some glitches, like getting outside of the map in multiplayer, but few in story mode. There are some cheats, but it requires an action replay to use them. There is no quit button when you're playing like that, so you just have to turn off the game to get back to the main menu. Let's start rating. Single player story mode gets a 9.7 out of 10 for a solid campaign and promising boss battles and puzzles. Multiplayer gameplay gets a 9.5 out of 10 for many maps and bots, which not all games offer. The replay value gets an 8.6 out of 10. Although a good plot, the game can get old. Graphics get a 9.8 out of 10 because this game really shows what the Nintendo DS is capable of. Sound, which I will let you hear right now, gets a 9.5 out of 10 for great noises and soundtracks. Last but not least, controls get a 9.8 out of 10 for the flexibility for inverts and left-handed people in the options section, which I will show you right now. You can have right-handed or left-handed, dual mode, which is playing like this, and dual mode for the left-handed. I am right-handed, so I prefer playing with the stylus mode in my right hand. It also offers sensitivity and look inversion.